Alvi, thank you very much for taking the time. You are, in my opinion, one of the biggest talents in Europe when talking about MMA, and it's an
Thank you,
honor to
brother.
have you
Thank you.
here. Look, we will have an interesting conversation, but I want to start with with your youth. I want to ask you, how old were you when you started with combat sports, and why did you start with combat sports?
I was, I think, 17. I turned 18. Yes, I did my first fight on 18 years, but I was not training seriously. I was playing soccer before MMA.
Okay, but
Uh,
that's very late. That's very late. 17, 18. That's very late.
yes, I know, but I can
But
fight for a long time. So
but how
uh,
is it possible for a person like you? You started 17, 18, and within what 5, 6 years maybe, you have become one of the leading prospects in professional MMA. How did you achieve
uh,
that?
to be honest, it's all because of my coach Hamid Sultanbiev, because he motivated me for everything. He trained me. Yeah, it's only because of him, I think.
Hmm. But you said at the beginning you were not very serious. You even did a fight without being serious. But at what point did you become serious, and why did you become serious?
After my second fight, no, to be honest, after my first fight, because I asked Hamid for a fight. And he said, "No, you're not ready, not ready." And I did my first fight. It was a KO, second round KO. And then second fight, it was against a good guy, really good guy. It was 7-7-0. Uh, I was a really big underdog against him, but nobody believed in me. And only Hamid, my coach, believed in me. And he said, "You're gonna win this fight." So we took the fight and we won the fight. So after the second fight, it was so easy for me. I know we're gonna make it in MMA.
Yeah, you've got a lot of amateur fights. You've got, I believe, 15 amateur fights at least, and you won
Uh,
almost everything.
17-3. 17-3 is record MMA amateur.
Why did you fight so many fights in the amateurs?
Uh, Hamid told me always you have to fight a lot of amateur fights for the, I would say,
Experience?
yes, experience for the experience. Yes, a lot of amateur fights. Uh, Hamid always said at least 20 fights, then you can go pro. So we did 20 fights after the World Championship and we go pro.
Okay. And now, as a professional, you're undefeated, 6 fights, 6 wins, 6 finishes. Very,
And
very
I
dominant.
and I think it's all because of the experience I did in amateur. I got everything there: strikers, wrestling, grappling, everything. Now it's easier for me.
When I look at your fights, for me it feels as if you're playing with your opponents. You are extremely dominant. You're a southpaw, very good jab, very good right high kick, phenomenal movement, step in, step out, head movement. I've never seen you on the ground because nobody can take you on the ground. What is your level of wrestling and jiu-jitsu?
I have wrestling jiu-jitsu, but it's boring, brother. It's boring. Nobody wants to see wrestling or jiu-jitsu. Everyone to s- Everybody wants to see striking, so I do striking. But I can't. I think my wrestling is even better than my striking. So
Yeah,
wrestling is even better than my striking. Yes.
I always see in your fights you've got very beautiful trips. So very often when they try to take you down, you completely rotate and throw them. Basically, your judo throws are
Yes.
very
Yes.
good.
Basic. I do just more boxing and takedowns, and that's it. But not nothing on ground. No grappling. No that stuff.
Hmm. But in your fights, I very often see you knock the opponent out and you walk off. So, for example, you can throw 2, 3 more shots, but it's as if you already know that he's out. How do you know that? How is it possible that you so easily know that the opponent is out?
Sometimes I don't even know. I just want to stand them up again. But uh, I just want to stand up again because people need trash talkers in MMA. Everybody wants to see trash talker. I'm not a trash talker, so I do it in the cage. I put a show in the cage.
For sure, but also your entrance to the cage. Every time you enter the cage, you climb above the cage and you
Yes,
enter.
like I said, I try to put a show in the cage because I can't talk, but it's my father say always I gonna beat you up if you're gonna trash talk or my father don't like it when I do it. I play in the cage and stuff. My father don't like it, but you don't understand. You have to do it sometimes.
What does your father think about you being a fighter?
Uh Now he take it seriously. First fight it was like no, no, go work. You can train, but first work then training. Now you see I'm going to the top. He says, yeah, you can go to training. But my mother don't like it. Mother don't like it. She, you can hurt you. You hurt people. Blah blah. It's not good stuff.
Okay, but for me, it's very interesting that you basically learned everything at once. So you did not have like boxing background or wrestling background. You played football and then you started with MMA. So how do you manage to learn everything so quickly?
Um,
How?
I have just good coaches. Yeah, it's all. I think it's all because of my coaches. Good people around me. I have three coaches, Seba, Hassan, and Hamid. They put a lot of time in me. A lot of time every day working with me. So I think it's all because of them.
Okay. Every time that you fight, there are many, many fans and supporters who come. But like, obviously, every fighter has supporters. But in your case, it's like you have an army. It's like you've got
Yeah,
so so many.
I told
How?
you before, if there are no fans or no support, all brothers said so. It's no fans for me. All brothers, they come support me. I don't
Yeah.
have fans, bro. I don't have fans. I have brothers.
Could you explain to me when you walk to the cage and you've got all these people screaming for you, supporting you, and when you do your run and then you climb the cage, what? How do you feel in those moments?
I feel great. I feel great. I want. How to explain it? I'm not there to hurt somebody. I just there to play with somebody. No bad intentions. Nothing. Just to play with my opponent because of them. They give me the adrenaline kick. So
But you play with your opponent, but this is probably the most dangerous sport in the world. So, don't you? Are there moments before the fight when you're nervous? And what are the emotions that you feel in the dressing room before the fight?
I don't feel nothing in dressing room. My adrenaline kicks when I do the walkout. Before nothing. For that, no stress, no adrenaline, nothing.
Okay, but that's very interesting because most fighters are very nervous before a fight. Most fighters, some of them even cry. Why are you
Yeah,
so
I know.
calm?
It's or you have it or you don't have it. I don't know, or you have it or you don't have it. Somebody are made for it and somebody not. So
Yeah. Could you tell me? So you very often you get the knockout. You beat your opponent by way of knockout. How does it feel at that moment when you knock another person out? How does it feel?
at the same moment it feel good, but after it feel a little bit bad for them. So at the same moment it's good. It feel good, but it's to hurt people it's bad to be honest. It's really bad.
But
But they
I've
come to
seen,
hurt me, I hurt them just back.
yeah, yeah. But I remember one of your amateur fights at Cage Warriors Academy Lowlands. At the moment, it was a French guy, a very good fighter, and I will never forget you. It was a war, but you were playing. Even though you had a very tough opponent, you were
Finish.
playing. I think
It
it was,
takes the stress out of me. It takes the stress out of me.
yeah.
If
Okay.
I talk in the cage, if I talk with my coach and doing stuff, laughing and doing stuff, talking with people, it's take the stress away from me. Not I'm stressing for yeah, I have a little bit stress. Everybody has stress, but not stress from fear.
Mhm.
So it
But
takes the stress and everything from.
but guys like you and Khamzat Chimaev and so all these people from Chechnya, from Dagestan, why are you so good in fighting? What's the reason for that?
I think it's all in our, it's in our blood. Yes, it's in our blood. We get it from our parents. Strict
Mm-hmm.
parents, disciplined parents. I think they come from them.
Okay. And if we focus now on your career, undefeated, 6 wins, 0 losses. I heard that PFL had interest in signing you. Could you tell me more about the offer from PFL?
Yeah, PFL. And they tried to sign me, but the contract was bad. They give bad contract. Uh, if I sign the contract, I have to stay for a long, long time in PFL. And yeah, we try to go to UFC, so PFL is in our way. So
Okay. And now, next week, Saturday, you will be fighting at LFA, which is also a very prestigious organization. Your opponent is very, very experienced. He's got a great number of fights as a professional. Could you tell me what do you know about your opponent and what can we expect from that fight?
yes, really, I think he's gonna be the best opponent I have now. But nothing special. We're gonna do the same thing: go there, fight there, win, and go home. No, no,
Mhm.
nothing new,
How do you celebrate your victories? What do you do after the fight to celebrate?
bro. I don't celebrate them. No, we just
No?
go home. I don't know. No, we don't celebrate them. Saturday I fight, Sunday I rest, Monday I back again to training.
Mm-hmm. Um, at the moment, is this your full-time job? So do you full-time train?
Now yes. I leave my work 2 months ago. Now I'm training, fully training. So
Okay. How does it feel for you to finally have the freedom to to work as an MMA fighter? So not to have another job on the side.
it's living. I'm living the life. Yeah, living the life, just training, beating people up, making money. So yeah.
Okay. Because you come from Chechnya and Khamzat Chimaev also comes from Chechnya, I have to ask you about him. Um, what do you think about Khamzat Chimaev as a person, as a fighter, and yeah, what would you say about him?
Uh, as a person, I don't know how he is, but as a fighter, he's really good. He's really, really good. I think yeah, he's now the best. Welterweight, even middleweight, if I can make welterweight. He's crazy. He's really crazy. I like him. I like him. But
Hmm.
as a person, I don't
Um,
know him
you don't know him yet. Um,
yet. Yes.
tell me. So, let's say that you get the victory next week, Saturday. Um, what would that mean for your career? What would happen if you get a solid victory, a dominant victory next week?
Next week, victory means a big step closer to the UFC. A really big step closer to the UFC. Yes.
How many fights do you need until you get to the UFC? What do you think?
I'm 6-0 now. We want to be. I'm sure we're gonna be next year before September in UFC. Next year, 100%. 100% next year in September.
Okay, that's
Three
very
more
soon.
fights. Three fights, 3 KOs. It will be perfect.
Yeah, that's very quick. You will be competing at welterweight in the UFC. I can
Yes,
imagine.
yes,
hmm
yes.
When you look at that division in the UFC at their welterweights, um, for example, I believe Ian Gary, he's a welterweight at the moment. How would you match up with those guys in the UFC?
If you train hard, I think if I have a good preparation, I think you can beat everybody if you have a good training. If you work hard, train hard, you can beat everybody. I think so. It's my personal, uh, also, how to say.
Your belief, your opinion is
Yes,
that
yes.
if you train
Yeah,
hard,
opinion, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
yeah. Um, what do you think? What do you still need to improve in your game to be really at that top level?
What do I have to do more for my to become?
Yeah, so do you have to improve to be UFC level? Do you need to improve your striking? Do you need to improve your wrestling? Or do you say,
Uh,
I am already that level?
for UFC,
Yeah.
yes, I think I'm ready, yeah, because I sparred with a lot of guys from UFC or high level. I think I'm ready, yes.
Okay, okay.
I think I'm ready.
Um, when you watch these UFC fights, and no, you mentioned you were sparring with some UFC guys, UFC fighters. So how does it go? You don't have to mention names, but how does it go when you spar with those guys?
Good, good, really good, to be honest. Good, yeah.
Your sparring sessions, do you go very hard? Do you knock each other out, or how do you spar?
Ah, no, no, it's stupid. To knock I never knock somebody out on training. No, we don't
Mm.
spar. We have one times in a week we spar hard, really hard, but not more than one in a week.
Okay, and
But
that
not
organize.
that we
Okay,
knock each other out something.
okay, and that organization LFA. What would you say? What kind of organization is that?
Yeah, it's a organization from America. They coming, I think, for the first time to Europe, and yeah, it's a good step to go to UFC from LFA. So
Hmm.
I think 2 fights, third fight for the title, take the belt, and go to UFC. It's the plan. That's how we planned it.
For the people who have never seen you fight, what kind of fighter are you? How would you describe your style?
Crazy, fun. Uh, yeah, crazy and fun. I don't know, to be honest.
More you because you are more of a striker. At least what we see, you're more of a striker. But you say that
Yes,
your wrestling is also very good.
yeah, wrestling is also very good.
Okay. But many fighters go to cage warriors, for example. Many young fighters, they go to cage warriors with the hope that they will get signed by the UFC, and it does happen, but it's very difficult. Why did you not choose the cage warriors path?
We had a good. IC was really good for us, French organization. Good contract, really good contract. So we signed with IC, and yeah, I don't even know. My coach told me what to do. I listened just to my coach. So coach said, "Let's fight there." We fight there. So I only just do the fighting part, nothing more. No contract things. I only just do the fighting.
Hmm. But
They give me fight, I fight.
But how is it possible? Because many people say if you want to be a serious MMA fighter, you have to go to America, to the States, or maybe to Russia. But you train in Belgium. So, what
Yes,
do you do at your gym that you reach that level?
I have a good team. I have good team, good coaches. You don't, to be honest, if you have a good team, you don't have to go to America. It's for the sparring. You have to spar different levels, different styles. But for training, technique, you have everything here. But like, uh, I train in Belgium, never trained out Belgium, never go to Russia, America, somewhere to train. Last time I was in Paris for 1 week, and before that, I go sometimes to Düsseldorf with the Dulatov brothers. I don't know if you know them. Yes,
Yeah,
by
of
the
course.
Dulatovs. To spar with them, I go to spar with them. Really good guys. But for the rest of my life, I train in Belgium. Our gym is 3 times a week open, not more. I can 3 times train in my gym. So the rest of the days I train outside or in the garage with my friend. But if you have a good team, good coaches, you can train everywhere. Doesn't matter where you can even train at home if you have just good team. I have really, really good team, so good coaches. That's why.
But you mentioned the Dulatov brothers. Um, what is it like to spar with them, and how does your level compare to their level?
Well, they are really good. They are really good. The Dulatov brothers, they are different. Some people say, yeah, hi, blah blah blah. No man, they're really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, everybody is doing good. Not
Yeah.
only the Dulatovs, but all the gym, all the amateur fighters from do a lot of gym. Really good.
Yeah. Imagine that you and me speak next week Sunday. So imagine we do an interview one day after the fight. What would you tell me? How did that fight go on the 27th of September?
I think, like always, I think we can like finish 100. I think yeah, 100% finish. Yes, we can
With
expect everything from MMA fight, but like we planned or game plan come out to a finish. So,
Is it a finish on the feet or is it a finish on the ground?
bro, nobody wants to see on the ground, on the feet, of course. Nobody wants to see grappling.
Okay, okay. And let's say that you and me speak 1 year from now. So that means in the middle of no, 20th September next year. What will you tell me then?
20th of September. 20th of September. I think I'm doing my walkout to UFC Paris. So it's gonna
Okay,
be a better talk than now.
okay. And well, I truly hope you can achieve that. As I mentioned, I think you're one of the biggest talents in Europe, and
Thank you,
it's
brother. Thank you.
beyond amazing how easily you beat your opponents. And I know it's not easy. You're the person who works hard, but it comes across as very easy. So I really appreciate the time, and I wish you all the best next week.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your interview also.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.